Hey guys, if you're just now getting on, my name is Andy Small. You're on the Facebook Ads webinar. So you're in the right spot. I'm about to show you how to make more profit in your business using Facebook ads. Now, before we really get started here, I want to make sure all you guys can hear me and get to know you guys a little bit. So if you can, just in the message chat box, just tell me where you guys are from. I see we got people from all over the world here. So here's Michael from Dallas, Texas. We've got Chicago here. Some Portland, New Orleans, St. Louis. We got someone here from the UK. Here's Miami. Also, someone from over in Sydney, Australia, Los Angeles. So that's great. So again, welcome this evening at your computer, your iPad, your tablet, no matter where in the world you are, where you may be. My name is Andy Small again, and I'm excited. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm sure most of you have experienced Facebook advertising before. But like anything, there are multiple levels you can take it to. So think of something that you're just absolutely amazing at, like a certain sport or game. And I want to take you to that level with Facebook advertising. And your business leads, sales, profit, and cash. This here just gives you a bit of a snapshot as to who I am in case we never met before. That's me on the right with the beard, not the one on the left with the hat. So, I've helped a lot of people over the years. Hopefully I can now help you as well. I've got over 20 years of internet marketing experience. I've driven over 23.5 million leads. I'm responsible for over $280 million in sales online. I've managed over $30 million in clicks, with over 22 million of that being from Facebook ads. I performed over 1,500 split tests and positively impacted a lot of lives. I've got over 350 employees now worldwide. So is this for you? It is if you're planning on running Facebook ads and don't know how to get started. Or if you're already running Facebook ads and would like to know how to run them like a pro. Or if you're finding it hard to get cold traffic to convert. If you're worried that your traffic costs continue to rise. If you want more leads and sales from Facebook ads. Or if you want more profit and cash from your business. In this web class today, I'm going to show you how I get millions of people to watch my video ads for just 3 cents a piece to quickly and easily start warming up and converting cold traffic into sales. How to get Facebook to only send you traffic that has a proven track record and history of taking action with becoming leads and sales, so you can finally start driving traffic that makes you money right from day one. And secret number 3, winning the game. Create your advanced Facebook ads master plan like an army general plans a battle to squeeze every ounce of profit out of each click you receive. So why is this important for you to know? Most Facebook stuff being taught today is dead wrong or too costly. Facebook ad costs continue to rise, and you need to know how to combat the cost. It's hard to convert cold traffic unless you know how to warm them up first. And Facebook does not like the old school direct response marketing anymore. The game has definitely changed. Okay, here's our first chance to really interact. So please let me know your thoughts on this one so I can help you with the things that matter most to you. So that's why I'm excited about today's session. This is what I put together. I think it's really going to help. More important than what I want is what you want. So what I want you to do right now is just go to the chat box and tell me why you're on this web class right now. Either what's the part of Facebook ads that you're struggling with, or what's the opportunity that you can see. I'm just going to give you 30 seconds here right now to just type your thoughts in the chat box. As you know, there's a lot of us on the web class today. I'll try to give you everything I can. I'll read the chats as they come through. I'll do my best to get to everyone, but if I do miss yours, just know that when I'm finished, I can look back through everything and look at the notes, and if there's anything that you need or you want me to answer, just send me a private message and I'll check that out then. Just some house rules here. This is not for get-rich-quick schemes, nothing illegal, no porn, gambling, used for good, not evil. Just want you to know here now, this stuff really works. In the past year, I bought a house on the beach here in Miami. I bought 2 new luxury cars. I've traveled all over Europe, traveled to Thailand. I've taken over 20 of my top team members on a weekend island getaway and experienced so many more amazing things over the past year, all without causing financial stress. So the coolest thing about this is I have the freedom to spend time with my family and friends. My girlfriend and I take our little French bulldog for a walk on the ocean each morning when we wake up, and it's just an amazing way to start the day off right. There's no juggling of cash to make any of this happen. And while doing all this, every month is still bigger than the last. I've got repeatable income coming in. Another great thing is I'm not just earning good revenue, but I'm also earning great profit in cash. And we're going to get into more of that later in the webinar. Okay, now for the disclaimer here. My lawyers make me say this bit, so Results are not typical. The results you get with what I teach are depending on you, your actions taken, your business model, and your mindset. I'll show you what's working for me and my clients, but then it's up to you to be an action taker and invest in yourself, your knowledge, your mindset, and your business. Once you understand how to drive Facebook traffic profitably, you'll be able to build and optimize your conversion process around your traffic based on the real feedback you're getting from real people going through your funnel. You'll never have to chase business again because you'll have a constant flow of leads coming in from your paid traffic source. You'll gain predictability and control in your business. You control the traffic, you control the flow, and when the referrals come in, they're icing on the cake, not something that you rely on heavily to sustain your business. And plus, you'll never run out of money again. Now you're probably wondering why I'm qualified to speak on this topic. So here's my story. I was one of the top online marketers for resorts in the timeshare and vacation club industry for years. And I was making a lot of money, but because I was sending traffic and leads to the resorts directly, instead of through my own website, I had no way to continue making profits off of all the clients that I spent tons of money to generate. As I continued to grow, I knew I was missing out on a huge opportunity, and I decided to change direction and create my own travel website, and I launched it under the brand name of BookVIP.com. Now, because we were then able to combine all offers from all the resort clients around the world on our site, we doubled sales in the first 3 months, and I had to move into a new larger call center and hire about 30 new telephone sales reps just to keep up. But because the travel industry is seasonal, soon after that the off-season hit and people were not searching for my vacation packages at the same rate on Google anymore, and my aggressive overhiring had actually now backfired on me, and we started losing money because of all the new overhead and the new larger office and increased staff that we took on. I was also watching the growth of Facebook at this time and decided to give Facebook marketing a try. So I set aside $2,000 for a test campaign that I spread across about 4 days. And when it was all said and done, I'd made 2 sales for a total of $263 on a marketing spend of $2,000. So at that point, I was just basically convinced that Facebook marketing would never work for my business, and I totally abandoned the idea. To make matters worse, Google was becoming more and more expensive, and 95% of the traffic was going to the top handful of companies in the industry. I was left with no choice but to lay off half my staff just to stay in business. Now, around that time, I ran into my friend John, who was actually having success with Facebook marketing in another industry and was using it to grow his business. So I asked him if I could buy him dinner so I could pick his brain and try to find a way to make it work for me. So I brought a pen and paper, started taking notes, and immediately I realized, I was doing tons of things wrong. John had mastered audience targeting, which is an incredibly huge component of Facebook marketing. He was showing the right ads to the right people at the right time. They gave him super high relevance scores and greatly decreased his cost per click and cost per sales. He then also figured out how to leverage Facebook's massive audience to really scale his business. So as soon as I left dinner with John, I went right back home. I worked through the night to make all the changes, and I launched another Facebook test campaign that same night. The next afternoon, when I logged in to check my stats, I was shocked to see that I had more than doubled my money in less than a day. And at that point, I knew it was possible to turn Facebook into a 24-hour per day cash machine. And I spent the next 6 weeks working 16 to 20 hours per day, learning the inside and outs of Facebook marketing. As I started getting more and more knowledge through nonstop testing of ads and audience targeting, follow-up retargeting, and more, my return on investment continued to rise. I went from spending $300 a day to $2,000 a day, and then up to $10,000 per day on Facebook ads. We were getting so many calls that we completely filled up our new larger call center in Miami with reps. So I flew to the Philippines and opened up a huge new call center there, support the one in Miami, so we could hire more sales reps and span and take calls 24 hours per day to handle the flood of reservations that were coming in. And with the incredible success we were having, we're also able to sign on almost every timeshare resort company in North America and the Caribbean as clients. And because of the tremendous volume of sales we were doing, we were able to negotiate exclusive sales contracts on almost all these clients, which meant that nobody else could sell their discounted promotional vacation packages online but us. And it gave us a virtual monopoly in the entire industry. At that point, Facebook corporate started to notice the success I was having and reached out to me to set up a meeting. As we started digging deeper into our campaigns, they were blown away by what they saw. One of the things they mentioned was that most other companies they worked with had ad relevance scores in the 3s or 4s out of 10, and our relevance scores were almost all 9s and 10s. Also at that point, no other online travel company from Expedia, Priceline, Hotels.com, any of those guys had ever been able to make Facebook advertising work for anything except for retargeting ads. They could make retargeting ads work for people that had already been on their website, but nobody had made prospecting for travel work until we come on board. And so we completely changed the game, and they said they'd never seen anything like that before. So then they decided to bring me into their A-Team consulting and coaching group, which only works with the very top advertisers in the world on Facebook. Almost all of them are Fortune 500 companies, and at that point I was doing nowhere near the volume that those other Fortune 500 companies were doing, but I was probably the fastest growing as far as Facebook ad spend, and they saw the potential of what I could do. Within 30 days of working with their top coaching team, I learned a wealth of additional tricks and knowledge that could have taken me another couple years to learn on my own. It wasn't long before I was spending over $50,000 per day on Facebook ads and totally disrupted the entire travel industry through Facebook marketing. As our Facebook marketing exploded, business owners and entrepreneurs started calling Book VIP and they're asking, who's doing your Facebook marketing? You guys are killing it. And we told them that we just do it all ourselves. And for the first couple of years, we turned down all requests to teach people what we're doing to blow away the entire travel industry. Finally, as all the calls increased, we started taking on a limited number of clients. As I mentioned earlier, we've now had clients pay us as much as $100,000 to go into their office and teach and implement our strategies to crush their competition online using Facebook ads. As we continue to grow even more, we hit 2 million fans and 3 million fans. More and more people started seeing the magnitude of what we were doing. We were literally getting dozens of requests per week from business owners and entrepreneurs asking us to help them with our Facebook marketing. At that point, we decided to create the most extensive and easiest to follow Facebook training program in the world called Ultimate Facebook Secrets. Cracking the code of Facebook marketing really has been a life-changing experience for me, and I want to share it with you and how we did it. Now, I want you to understand that we're going to be talking a lot about how we generate over $150 million in sales for BookVIP.com, but these same strategies apply to virtually any company that sells a product or service online, and we've proven it over and over again across a ton of industries from e-commerce, restaurants, dentists, solar, informational products, construction, and many, many more. So ask yourself this: why are you learning this stuff? Why do you want or need to succeed in business? I think it's crucial to know this because then you can know if it's a must or if it's a should. One thing I learned from Tony Robbins is to turn our shoulds into musts. And you'll achieve a lot far greater success in this world because we behave differently for things that we must do. So what makes this different? There's a lot of gurus out there who are teaching outdated ideas and strategies and things that simply do not work for Facebook ads. I see many marketers fall into the trap of taking that information in and just wasting a ton of money in their business. The big thing that I do differently is that I'm not teaching theories or stuff that I've just heard people say. I'm showing you what I've learned from over $22 million in personal ad spend on Facebook ads. Other people teach one or two tricks that they got working for themselves, and that's all they're teaching. That's only one piece of the puzzle. To be really successful, you need all the pieces of the puzzle working together. And I think that'll become more clear as we move forward towards the end of this web class today. So make sure you stick around to the end of the web class. I'm going to teach you stuff, the Facebook stuff that you really want to know. I'm going to show you how to make this fit in the overall big picture of what you need to do to generate more profit and cash in your business. So I discovered this the hard way. You get to cheat and get the easy way. So, I would have loved for someone to lay out for me everything I'm going to show you here today. It would have fast-tracked my success so much, it's not even funny. I learned the hard way through trial and error. I had to learn individual components and then try to piece it all together. There were lessons learned one time where I flushed 30 grand just down the drain. But can you imagine how much faster and easier it is when you can follow a proven system from other pioneers before you that made thousands of costly mistakes before becoming rich and successful? This is the number one question that every beginner asks. How much should I be spending? And it's really a great question because it says that you're here to learn, but what it says to me is that you're really focused on the wrong thing. You should be measuring returns. It's all about ROI. So this above is the wrong question, and the one thing that I know is that the quality of your questions determines the quality of your answer. So let's talk about ROI right now. I've got 3 questions for you, so just write these down on a piece of paper. These ones are kind of private, so don't put these in the chat, but I want us to get to thinking about business growth the same way here. So what was your revenue last month? Now it could be 50,000, 200,000, 5,000. It doesn't matter. Just be honest with yourself. What was your business revenue last month? So just take 20 seconds here. Just write this down. Okay, you got it down? Okay, good. Now, second number. What do you want it to be per month? Now, not like you hit the lotto today and, what's a realistic magic number? So let's say you're at 50,000 per month. You want it to be 80. So write down 80. You could be at 10,000 per month right now and you want to be at 15. It doesn't matter how big or small your business is, just as long as you're honest with yourself. So write this down. What do you want it to be? Okay, great. Okay, now I want you to work out the difference in those two numbers and write that down. That's what it's costing each month not to know this. The ROI in this training is that. So we've done what's your income last month, what do you want it to be. Now write down the difference. Okay, great. So now you know that's what it's costing you not to get this fixed. So cool, let's move on to more about how to fix this stuff and how to get your business to grow and be more profitable. Now, I'm not sure if you heard the recent news, but Facebook just hit 2 billion active users. That's just insane. Did you know that almost 2/3 of the entire US population logs into Facebook every single day? That means once you learn the secrets that we're going to show you, you have the opportunity to scale your business to levels that have never been possible throughout history. So why Facebook ads? Facebook is set up perfectly for direct response advertising. They allow you to target their users better than any other platform. They have the systems in place to track and optimize your ads so you can be profitable. It's very simple to set up ads. You can have a campaign up and running in less than 10 minutes. Just don't confuse simple for easy. Our clicks average far less than $1, and you can't get better costs than that on any top tier platform. You don't need to spend a lot of money here. You can start campaigns with as low as $5 per day and get results. As many of you know, I help business owners to double, triple, even 10 times and more of their businesses using leading edge Facebook marketing strategies. Just imagine what it'd be like when you no longer have to shuffle money around to pay the bills. You have plenty of cash to pay your taxes. You're able to pay yourself first, invest in yourself, take vacations when you want, provide the very best for your family. What's it going to be like if you're not already there? How are you going to feel when you get to this point? It's pretty great, right? Secret number 1. How I'll get millions of people to watch my video ads for just 3 cents a piece to quickly and easily start warming up and converting cold traffic into sales. Remember, I've spent over $22 million in this space. I meet a lot of people who want the results I'm getting, but they're not willing to do what it takes to invest in themselves to get the knowledge, mindset, and strategies to smash it out of the park. People struggle with this Facebook advertising thing, and there's really 3 or 4 reasons why. So let's cover those quickly. It's hard to convert cold traffic. Traffic and lead calls continue to rise. Facebook ads can be complex. So that's the bad news. But let me show you what happens when you get this right. Here's what we want instead. We want a system to warm up cold traffic. We want to get awareness, leads, and traffic at low cost. We want an easy to follow system. And we need people to know, like, trust, and buy from you. So what would cheap targeted traffic do for you? That's why I think this is so important. But even more important than what I think is what you think. I don't want to teach you theory that you're never going to use. So I want to know right now, what would cheap targeted traffic do for you? What kind of an impact would it make on you and your business? So just take 30 seconds here and just type that into the chat box. Okay, we got some coming in here now. Keep them coming in. That's great, as I can see where you're at and help you better here. Brian says, more exposure to my exact target audience. Sue says, I can drive more leads for the same ad spend. Roger M says, answer to my prayers. Kate, get more people to know me, like me, and trust me. So let's start with the known facts. Most new traffic doesn't know you or your brand. When we talk about traffic, really we're just talking about people. People online who interact with your message or your website. Most new traffic needs multiple touches with you and your brand before they know, like, trust, and will follow and buy from you. So we need to figure out what they really, really want and then give that to them to get attention and leads. We need to disrupt them. See here, she even knows that's not good for her, but she's going to have it anyway. Can anyone relate to that with chocolate? So how do we make this happen? Well, to really be successful, you need to be using Facebook video ads. Now, did you know that videos are predicted to be 80% of all internet traffic in just the next 2 years? Over 100 million hours of video are watched every single day on Facebook. And if you really want to take your business to the next level, you've got to start using Facebook video ads. Now, most online marketers immediately say, I don't know anything about making video ads. Folks, let me tell you my story on how I went from not knowing a single thing about video ads, video editing, or any of that, to becoming one of the largest video ad marketers in the world. As we started having crazy success with Facebook marketing, I kept noticing that video ads were becoming the trend very, very quickly. Our Facebook rep kept telling us we had to start using video marketing, and I knew we needed to, but I had no clue where to even begin building a video ad, and I just stuck to what we'd already figured out, which were text and image ads. So at one of our full-day meetings in the Facebook office, our rep said that Facebook corporate had agreed to give us, I think, like $25,000 in free video advertising just to try to force us to start doing video ads. Now, Facebook knew with the amount of money we were already spending with them on image ads, it would just multiply if they could convince us to start using video ads. And boy, were they ever right. I mean, after that meeting, I went back home. I was determined to build my first video ad, so I got online, I started researching. I found a simple piece of software that allowed me to completely build out and launch my first video ad within a couple hours. So I was like, are you kidding me? I've been missing out on millions of dollars in sales because I thought it was too difficult to build a video ad, and it took me only 2 hours. Now, folks, let me assure you, I'm not a tech-savvy person at all. I'm a high school dropout with absolutely no computer technical skills at all. I've tried to learn programs like Photoshop and gave up basically right away. I haven't even figured out how to use half the features on my iPhone yet, but I built my first video ad in only 2 hours, and since then, I've made over $115 million in sales from video ads. Now, these are some of the videos I've created myself and generated millions of dollars in sales with absolutely no video editing skills at all. This video right here has over 4.7 million views, and I created it in less than 10 minutes. I just dragged and dropped a simple video file. I dragged and dropped an image overlay to create the ad, and it created an absolute explosion in sales when I launched this. Now, this video has 3.8 million views, and it also took me less than 10 minutes to create. It's just a simple video file with an image on top. I mean, you can see it right here. It's so simple once you know how to do this. It's just insane how easy it is to get rich with video ads when you know what you're doing. And now look at this video ad. It's got an incredible 12 million views. Again, do you see the simplicity of this? I mean, it's just a video file with text over the top of it, and it generated 12 million views and millions of dollars in sales. All our videos combined have now reached over 500 million views. Okay, another great technique I like to use is called the magic wand technique. So if you could wave a magic wand and give them anything they wanted, what would it be? Now, once you figure that out, you can quickly plan a video content subject for it. And next, you just shoot a quick video on the subject. The videos can be as short as 30 to 40 seconds. You just want to start getting in front of your ideal customer and start warming up to them. Now, you can use fancy gear like a professional photo shoot if you want. That's really beautiful. But frankly, most people just use their iPhone or any other smartphone. It doesn't really matter. The main thing is just to make it happen. So don't let technology stand in the way. Also, don't let fear get in the way. I had a client who was scared of being in front of the camera. I told him to face that fear head on, and now he's doing all these videos. He's growing his profile. His following is growing massively, and he's making a ton of money with it now. Now, once you upload your video to Facebook, it will listen to the audio and automatically put captions on your videos for you. This is very important because most people listen to videos on Facebook with the sound turned off. Now, this here is a massive game changer because you can get people to watch your videos for like 3 cents each, and also automatically adds them to your remarketing list and lets them have their first touch with you. Now, also, just so you know, this strategy also works with normal link ads as well, but we're seeing a much better response with video ads. It's just like TV advertising, but only for your exact audience, and only 3 cents each for them to watch it. Here's what Greg Casar had to say about our program. And just so you know, Greg is Australia's leading online profit strategist and has consulted for over 300 brands around the world to help double their profits.
Hey, Greg Casar here, digital marketing profit strategist. I've just been going through the Digital Experts Facebook ads training, and I must say it's very, very comprehensive, right from initially getting set up with Business Manager and Pixels right through to advanced strategy and video ads, etc. What I really, really loved about this was it wasn't just all theory. These guys, they walk their talk. They've managed over $21 million worth of Facebook ad spends and done over $150 million in sales. That's what I really, really loved about it, and that was why I decided to go with this training. From there, we've been able to take it and implement a whole strategy and architecture architecture in our business and for our clients' businesses, and it's going nuts. So I strongly recommend you check out this training.
So meet James. He learned this strategy from Greg Kassar, who you just heard from, and he's been using it in the auto software space. So you can see the likes and the shares there. There's social proof there and recommendations with the viral effect. And James is getting even cheaper video views than me. And these people, everyone's sharing in the industry and that kind of stuff. So isn't that kind of interesting when you teach someone the strategy and they take it and run with it and get better results than the teacher? But I love that stuff because, then I know it's not just me being a geek. Anyone who grabs this and runs with it can make it happen. But here's something that's super cool. Facebook also builds audiences of everyone who views your videos. So then you can target them and market to them again. Okay, now you can advertise to those people who have watched your videos because Facebook has automatically built an audience of them for you. Now they're more likely to respond to your marketing message because they've been warmed up a bit and they should know you likely and ideally trust you more. As you can see, it can end up being a very large audience of people who have consumed your content and you can now advertise to. Now, once you're able to start putting all this together, it can just become a monster and start producing nonstop profits in your business. Now, if you want or need more detail on how to do all this, I'll show you at the end how to get it. In Ultimate Facebook Secrets, we have over 5 hours of step-by-step training videos that goes into much more detail on this exact strategy. And the step-by-step implementation guide makes it super easy for you to implement it perfectly into your business as well. Okay, so I've got a question for you. Enough about the theory. We've shown you the theory. You've also seen how James applied this in his business. But let's talk about you for a second. So here's my question. I want you to go to the chat box right now and just type your answer into this question. What are you going to do? What are you going to choose moving forward? Are you going to constantly continue marketing the cold traffic or systematically start warming them up for greater conversions as they know you, like you, and trust you more? I'm going to give you about 20 seconds here right now, so just type your answer in, and I'll read as many as I can. I'm just going to have a quick sip of my water real quick while you go, so ready, set, go. Okay, so my job as your coach today is to help you make 3 or 4 good decisions. So right now you've got a choice. You can keep doing it the old way, struggling with making cold traffic work, or you can commit to getting Facebook video view ads working for you and getting cheap traffic, visibility, and fast. Now, Kim says, I need to implement this ASAP. This is perfect for my market. Chris says, warm them up. Just got to make this happen. Jay, warm them up. D says, no more cold for me. Russell, does this work for any market? Yeah, we've got students doing this in pretty much all markets. Mosquito repellers, termite detection, that comes to mind as some very interesting ones that we have using our system right now. There's a lot more. So, okay, thanks for everyone for writing in. I really appreciate the feedback here, and it's super cool that I can see you're getting this stuff very quickly. Secret number 2, how to get Facebook to only send you traffic that has a proven track record and history of taking action with becoming leads and sales. So you can finally drive traffic that makes you money right from day one. So the problem here, and hopefully this doesn't drive you to drink, but oftentimes marketers are targeting audiences that are way too small. But we'll get into that here in a moment. And not all people in an audience are the same value to you from a leads and sales perspective. And this will make more sense to you in a moment as well. So it's hard to get low-cost leads for your business. But listen closely, because what I'm going to show you here will be a serious game changer in your business. It's going to allow you to go after bigger, more effective audiences. And you'll get Facebook to show your ass to people who already have a proven history of converting to leads and sales. This is how you'll generate cost-effective leads to double, triple, or even quadruple your profits. So think about your business here. What's your cost per lead? If you could drive that down by working a bit smarter here, what would that do for your business? So take about 20 seconds here and just type that into the chat box. I'm going to grab another drink here real quick. Okay, Rod says, build my database faster. Joanne B, better pipeline for my sales guys. Rob, more leads for the same ad spend. Michelle, don't tease me, show me how. Okay. Facebook is an artificial intelligence engine. It learns every time you press like, press share, comment on something, tell it info about your change of job, or you consume a video. Facebook is constantly building a massive database of everything that you're interested in and all the actions that you take. But not just you. They're building a database of everything you can imagine. That means it learns when people take action and convert into leads and sales, because there's custom conversions and pixels firing each time that action is taken. If we know this, it represents an amazing opportunity. Most people don't know this, but we can now get Facebook to send us traffic of just the people who take action. So here's what most people do. There's two mistakes here. Most people try to target small audiences with just clicks to website bidding. By doing that, Facebook is going to show your ads evenly to all these people, and it's going to be much harder to track. So here's a smarter way. We want to target a large but still targeted audience so that Facebook has lots of people to show our ads to without ad fatigue. They don't want to show the same ads to the same people over and over again. We also don't want to constantly be having to refresh our ads. So by choosing conversion targeting as your ad objective, you can get Facebook now to show your ads to people who have a history of converting. And this has gotten really smart and really good, especially in the last 6 to 9 months. Now meet Marcus. Marcus is an excellent marketer and entrepreneur. He already had a good landing page. He was already doing well with other traffic sources such as the Google Display Network, but hadn't really got Facebook working for his business yet. He learned this strategy, and I'll show you the result. Now, using the exact way we teach to do website conversion ads, Marcus chose some excellent targeting and did multiple ads to figure out what works best for his market. And we test multiple images first to figure out which images work best for the market. Then we test more sales copy options after that. And you can also test, you can also use a video here instead of an image. That can work great as well. So he's getting 55 cents per lead opt-ins. Over the last week in this campaign, 382 new people were added to this list. It cost him $211.48. So this is very, very cool here. How would you like to be getting 55 cent opt-ins? This is very recent. This is real what's working on Facebook right now if you arm yourself with the right information and knowledge and take action. And Marcus is on track to double his business again using this strategy. In the next section, I'm going to show you how to build on this strategy, and all the pieces will start coming together for you as we move on. So stick around. You won't want to miss a thing here. So it's question time again. You've got a choice. You can keep blindly sending just anyone to your site, trying to get them to give you money. You can keep doing that, or you can start systematically building an audience of warm followers who know you, like you, trust you, who built up a relationship with you over the past days and weeks. Then you can show website conversion ads to the ones who have a proven history of taking action. So then when you do send them an offer, they're hot to try it and will buy it right now. So let me know your thoughts in the chat box, please. What do you want it to be? Joel said, I just had a $52,000 month, followed exactly what you guys teach. I'm blown away by the results. I made $16,000 last week from $1,320 in ads. Boom, aiming for $100K in July. Greg says, I spent hours and hours watching your tutorials and follow what you guys are doing to a T. And now my ads been up more than 1,000%, and I've never had campaigns this successful. 3 days ago, I made my biggest profit day ever. Made just over $5,500. Secret number 3, winning the game. Create your advanced Facebook ads master plan like an army general plans a battle to squeeze every ounce of profit out of each click you receive. So the big problem that holds most people back from going to the next level is the 95% rule. We need them coming back, and we need them coming back cost effectively. So 95% of the traffic won't do what you want them to do at every stage of your lead and sales process. So you're spending money to bring them to your website, but you've got to stop them from falling off the cliff. And this has been one of our biggest breakthroughs in the last 2 years. If we know this, we can just say shit happens, or we can plan for it and put a plan in place to fill the holes in the bucket and get multiple swipes at them. So think about the people on your database right now. They are perfect. They're interested in your subject. They are leads. They are customers. They are what brings the profits and cash into your business. But to grow, you need more of them. Once you combine what we've covered so far in the web class with this next component, you won't be able to hold back the leads and sales that will be pouring in. What you want to build is a system for repeat visits, a system for more leads and clients, just like what you already have. This will give you a system to give you more profit and cash in your business. Ideally, as a business owner, your real goal is to create a money machine like this one here in the image. And we go into super detailed ultimate Facebook secrets. Once you get this stuff down, it's super powerful, and it will give you a massive unfair advantage over your competition. Business is like a war. It's not one battle or tactic that's going to win the war for you. It's about how you deploy multiple battles, strategies, and tactics to play both the long game and short game at the same time. that enables you to win the war. Winning the war in business enables you to create the profit and cash you need to build the freedom and lifestyle that you want in life. And Facebook has a whole battle plan or game plan built within itself. And we built a foolproof system with detailed videos showing you how to master that every step of the way. As your leads and sales start pouring in, we're going to show you how to start to leverage that to put all the wheels in motion. By taking the email addresses of your leads and sales and uploading those to Facebook, we can then match those leads up to the exact Facebook profiles. This is where it gets really exciting. Now you can tell Facebook to create what's called a lookalike audience. They do this by analyzing the millions of data points from your audience and creating an audience of up to millions more who they feel are just like your current leads and sales and who are most likely to buy your product. As I mentioned earlier, it's just amazing how good Facebook has become at this, especially over the last 6 to 9 months. Their system is just incredibly smart, and if you set all your levers up the right way, they can actually predict which of their more than 2 billion users will buy from you next. Now you can really start kicking ass because Facebook is actually predicting who your next customers are and only showing ads to them. So now you're not wasting money on the millions of other people who probably would not have bought your product. Now in our program we show you in easy to follow detailed videos how to set all this up correctly, and once you have this down, the results you'll get are just incredible. Take a look at this ad right here. It has over 621,000 likes and over 214,000 shares. It's just, nobody has ads with this kind of engagement. Now, do you want more proof of the enormous potential for Facebook ads? Take a look at this screenshot right here of the BookVIP.com Ads Manager account for one of our typical months. Look at these numbers. We spent $1.6 million on Facebook advertising for the month. And the crazy thing is, we made back in profits almost 3 times what we spent in ads. What you need to understand is that we were not some huge Fortune 500 company with a huge advertising department and unlimited ad budget that just decided to start spending money on Facebook marketing one day. I didn't start off spending $1.6 million per month on Facebook ads. I started off spending a few $100s a day using these strategies we're going to show you. If you're still wondering if you'll be able to compete with the larger companies in your industry, take a look at this graphic here and you'll see how we literally destroyed companies who had much larger ad budgets and who had brands that were household names. Not to mention, we've done this in just the past 3 years. These companies all had at least a 10-year head start on us, and we just blew them away. So imagine what you're going to be able to do in your business when you're armed with this arsenal of secrets that we're going to show you. Stephanie says, I want to give a shout out to digital experts and say thanks for sharing your wealth of knowledge. We've been advertising on Facebook for over 2 years and have been having pretty good success. After studying their system, we noticed a ton of things we were doing completely wrong. We're now throwing over 90% of our marketing to Facebook advertising and are having more success than we've ever had. Here's what Patrick had to say about our program. Patrick is one of the owners of the Official Ticket Center, which is the largest theme park ticket company in Orlando, Florida.
Hi, my name is Patrick Pulliam, and I'm the owner-operator of the Official Ticket Center here in Orlando, Florida. And we specialize in discount theme park tickets and are worldwide in our sales. I've been working with Andy now for about a month and have seen our sales climb exponentially. We used to work with Google doing pay-per-clicks, and we just weren't seeing the revenue that we needed on our return on investment. But with Andy's help and his team's help through Facebook marketing, they've helped us reach the goals that we've needed to reach this summer, and I highly recommend them. Take care.
You need to understand the only difference between you being broke and getting rich is the right marketing strategy. That's it. That's the one difference between people who can't figure it out and the people who are killing it. How many of you have looked at your competition and you're like, man, my product is way better than theirs. My fulfillment is way better than theirs. My service, my customer support, everything is better. So why are they making more money than me? And the reason is they have a better marketing strategy than you. We mentioned before that 95% of the people will not buy from you when they initially land on your website because of any number of reasons. One of the biggest things you have to understand is that Facebook ads are very different than Google search ads. You're interrupting people with an ad while they're at work or in the gym or eating dinner with their friends. And in Ultimate Facebook Secrets, we really show you the best ways to design your ads to get their attention no matter what they're doing at the moment. But then we use remarketing ads to fill the holes in the bucket. Remarketing ads convert at up to 10 times higher than all other ads. And this is where you really start to see your sales double, triple, and quadruple, even more if it's done right. Now, once this all is done right, you create perpetual motion. It's the snowball effect. Instead of one-shot marketing, we want to get perpetual motion going. And it's very, very exciting when this happens because you can't slow it down. Once you get perpetual motion in place, it's everlasting, it's never ending, and you have a never-ending stream of leads and sales coming in the door. You're no longer dependent on any one mechanism to drive sales. And it's just incredible what happens when you get all these things working together. You can stack the odds in your favor so far, it's just ridiculous. And some of it is really like planning for a harvest. You know, online, everyone wants to reap the rewards on day one. It used to be that way, but the internet is maturing, so you've really got to get this perpetual motion going. This here is what your clients will be thinking because everywhere they look, they see your ads. And 95 out of 100 of them will have no clue what you're doing. They'll think business is so good because in their mind, you're advertising everywhere. Okay, so bringing it back all together now. Here's what we've covered today. How I'll get millions of people to watch my video ads for just 3 cents a piece to quickly and easily start warming up and converting cold traffic into sales. We covered how to get Facebook to only send you traffic that has a proven track record and history of taking action with becoming leads and sales so you can finally start driving traffic that makes you money right from day one. And also winning the game. How to create your advanced Facebook Master Ads plan like an Army General plans a battle to squeeze every ounce of profit out of each click that you get. Remember, if you want to win the war like a general and not just an individual battle, then we have to put the whole entire strategy into place. In Ultimate Facebook Secrets, we built the most extensive and easiest to follow system in the world for Facebook ads. It was built using what we've learned from over $22 million in ad spend, tons of testing and trial and error. Now, I've already shown you a lot here so far, but there's tons more like this in Ultimate Facebook Secrets. Folks, this stuff really, really works. I've made over $150 million using this system to prove it. Jay said, let me put it this way. I would have paid 100 times more. This is the best investment I've ever made. Now I enjoy waking up and logging into Ads Manager and watching the conversions throughout the day. Thank you so much. We even have tons of other advertising agencies who have joined Ultimate Facebook Secrets to learn our groundbreaking new strategy so they can teach their clients as well.
I'm Denver Lane with Oyster Media. The first thing we do when we bring on a new marketer is make sure that they're up to date on all the changes and all the latest tactics in the digital marketing verse. Digital Experts Ultimate Facebook Secrets ad training is phenomenal. The training is in depth. It includes all the latest changes, all the latest developments, and it's still down to earth. It's spoken very plainly and easily understandable language, even for beginning marketers or marketing assistants. Great job, Digital Experts.
Now, another question for you guys. After going through all this for the last hour, how many of you guys feel a little bit like this? I love this picture here. I often get told that everything was amazing, but it all happened so fast. I felt like I was drinking from a fire hose. And I get that. That's a perfectly normal feeling. So here's the facts. You're at your computer right now watching this, and you've heard how this works. You know that Facebook ads can be an amazing way of getting more positioning, traffic, leads, and sales, especially when this is done right. Now, I don't know why you showed up here today, but we've covered a lot of stuff together. You now know a lot of the what to do. I need to help you with the how to do it. So right at the start, I promised you I'd give you everything I could in the time that we've got. And then I'd show you where to go and get more help if you want it. Let me show you how to get some of this help right now. It's going to eliminate the problems you're having with converting cold traffic, plus the problem of Facebook traffic and lead costs that are continuing to rise, and the problem of not taking enough cash and profit out of your business. Maybe you just wanted to find out the very latest in what is a continually changing environment. Hopefully, thanks to what we covered here today so far, you now know to stop blindly sending clicks to websites who don't know you from a bar of soap and start systematically building an audience of warm followers who know you, like you, trust you, and then invite them to take action. To stop sending just anyone to your site and start targeting people who already have a proven track record of taking action and buying. To stop just focusing on traffic and other vanity metrics and start systematically building a profit and cash spewing business machine that gives you real security and true freedom. That brings up a question. If you think back to when we first started, you had a figure for what you're earning now and where you want it to be, and there was a gap. The only question you have to be asking yourself right now is, how do I do it? I think you've got two choices. You can do it the slow way and try to patch together some of the things that we've talked about today, but we all know that trial and error is the slowest, most expensive, and hardest way to get anything done. Or you can do it fast. You can be like Neo in the Matrix and just load the USB in the back of your head and wake up with all the knowledge you need. That sounds good, right? USB in the back of the head. Neo says, I know Kung Fu. Morpheus, show me. And they have that massive fight scene. So the good news here is that I built a system like the USB one. This system is called Ultimate Facebook Secrets. Now before I tell you about it, I need to remind you that this is not for everyone. We spoke earlier about this. It's not for get-rich-quick schemes or anything illegal. Our stuff works for real businesses. This is for you if you want to build authority, create a loyal following, get a highly responsive list, build massive goodwill, get more traffic, cheaper leads, grow your sales, grow your profit and cash, and expand your millionaire mindset. Our system works for service businesses, e-commerce stores, local businesses, marketing professionals, web developers, designers, copywriters, and much, much more. You're getting the exact system I personally used to create freedom in my life and the lives of countless others. So here's what you're going to get. You're going to get unlimited access to Ultimate Facebook Secrets with over 5 hours of step-by-step videos that go into full detail into what we've covered here today, plus many times more. Okay, I want to tell you about a huge new game-changing technology that we're just killing it with. In fact, I just made over $72,000 in one day with a touch of a button. I'm talking about integrating your Facebook ads with automated Facebook Messenger bots through a super low-cost third-party software, just $15 a month that you can start from. You can put your Facebook marketing on turbocharge. This software allows you to make anyone who comments on one of your posts a subscriber. This is incredibly huge. When someone is a subscriber, that means you can now message them anytime we want for free. Now, BookVIP.com has had tens of millions of comments on our ads over the past few years, but up until now, we could not harness the power of those. But the game has now changed. As you probably already know, email open rates are at the lowest rate ever. You're lucky if you get 15% open rate. But since everybody gets an instant alert on their phone when they receive a Facebook message, the open rates are a staggering average of like 96%. That's just insane. Look at this image right here. We signed up 57,811 subscribers in just 3 weeks. But the crazy thing is, when we sent this broadcast out with one of our offers to them, our phone lines blew up. It was unbelievable. We had every single agent in our Miami call center and every single agent in our huge Philippines office on calls. Over 350 agents in total. And we still had over 400 calls in queue at any given time. After all the smoke had cleared, we made over $72,000 from that one broadcast. And the best part of it all is, it did not cost us one penny to do this. It was absolutely all free because we had already made everyone a subscriber. So folks, this is a serious game changer, and we're giving you our Facebook Messenger bot secrets as a big bonus here. Bonus number 2 is our fast start guide. We have a special module that shows beginners how to come out of the gate quickly and have Facebook ad campaigns up and running in less than 20 minutes. It's going to save you a massive amount of time and frustration by just following our step-by-step video instructions to get started. And bonus number 3, our Facebook ads swipe file. Now you can swipe Facebook advertising best practices from the best marketers in the world. In a nutshell, why reinvent the wheel? We can have a summary swipe file of some of the very best Facebook ads. Learn from ads with great images, amazing sales copy, effective calls to action, ads for e-commerce ads for getting attention, ads for building trust. Then use those same design elements in your ads for greater attention, cheaper cost, and increased direct response. You're going to save time, save hassle, and catapult your Facebook advertising results with this swipe file. I've got another really big bonus here. It's called an Action Takers bonus for joining the program here in the next 30 minutes. If you join Ultimate Facebook Secrets in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to have my in-house video production team build out a high-quality video ad for your product or service. Now, I mentioned before how I got started putting videos together myself using simple video editing software, but you're going to be way ahead of where I was because I now have some seriously talented guys who will build your first sales-producing video out for you. If all you achieved from this was to double your Facebook traffic, would it be worth it? If you just doubled your leads, would that be worth it? If you get your sales up 50%? Or how about if you achieve multiples of these things, like other current Ultimate Facebook Secret members have? Yeah, of course it would. Heck yeah, it would. When you have a sales funnel that works, you don't have an advertising budget. If you're making back $2, $3, even $5 for every dollar you spend, you'd be wanting to spend as much as possible. What if you just made a mess of this and you only got your leads up 50%? Would that make an impact on your business? Once you apply this, I'd be surprised if you're only able to get your sales up 50%. We're seeing students grow this by many, many multiples more. You can see why many others are now paying me $29,000 a year. It's actually $24.95 a month to be exact. I'm guessing that most of you guys probably don't have 30 grand just lying around. So I don't want that to keep you from being successful. So that's why we created Ultimate Facebook Secrets. Because 4 out of the 5 businesses we talked to, they did not qualify for our top level service and we really didn't have anything else for them. Now you've already seen how this package I've shown you is worth over $8,400. Now obviously I'm not going to charge you that, but you're essentially getting access to virtually the same information as my high-level mastermind members get. So you can see why it's a good deal even at 4K. On our site right now at the moment, we're selling it for $39.95, and people are getting amazing results. Now don't worry, I'm not going to make you invest that much to get it, but because you are an action taker and you've invested your time with me today, I'm going to give you a very special price of just $697. Now you can make that in one investment today, or split it up into 4 easy installments of just $199 per month. Now this offer is only valid for the next 5 days only, and then it will expire. Now I've got something else that's really cool. I'm going to do something I've never done before to sweeten the deal even more for people who join us and start working with us today. But more on that here in just a moment. We're getting testimonials in like this. This course is amazing. Changing my life right now. Thank you so much. So many people have courses, but really have not done anywhere near as much testing. I really feel like being in this program is the key to my success this year after many years of trying to understand Facebook ads. It's nice to finally have someone to trust. Folks, this stuff we teach really does pay for itself. And you can get started today with a one-time investment of only $697. Or you can split that up into 4 easy installments of just $199 per month. Now you have 2 choices. First option is to do nothing. Get the same results you're already getting and not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free. Second option, back yourself. Try it out and see what you think. Remember, it's a complete blueprint of how I did $150 million in sales of Facebook ads. It works great. If it's not for you, just ask for your money back and you'll get it. So just give it a shot. Try it out, okay? If it doesn't work for you, let us know. We'll give your money right back. I've got a philosophy here in my company that says if I can't make you money, then I don't deserve yours. But if you don't risk anything, you risk everything. It might cost you to do something, but it costs way more to do nothing. No one ever succeeded big in a safety net. It would have cost Bill Gates and Steve Jobs billions of dollars for not taking continued calculated risk, and they started with no guarantees. So what's the worst that could happen? Nothing. Since nothing is worse than something, and something leads to the right thing. So what do you have to lose? The answer is your ideal life if you never take calculated risk. The real question is it really worth taking a few minutes of your time to check this out to bridge your gap? Because even if it does half or even a quarter of what I told you today on this web class, it will pay for itself many times over. So let's go back over what you're getting here today. You get unlimited access to Ultimate Facebook Secrets with over 5 hours of step-by-step video training. You're going to get our Facebook Messenger bot secrets to show you how to get subscribers for just a few pennies each and then message to them anytime from now on for free. You're going to get our fast start guide that allows even people who have never run Facebook ads before to get the ground running. You're going to get our Facebook ads swipe file. It's going to save you time, save you hassle, and catapult your Facebook advertising results. And we're going to give you our highest converting opt-in leads funnel, our landing page you can quickly modify for your business to start bringing in tons of low-cost leads and sales. Okay, and now for the huge today-only bonus I mentioned a few minutes ago. For anyone who buys on the webinar here today, I'm going to give you free admission to the Ninja Facebook Ads 2-day mastermind event at the Wynn Hotel in Las Vegas on January 11th and 12th. This is something that you do not want to miss. It's going to be a 2-day workshop with myself and members of my team, as well as many other of my high-end level service clients. Now we're working on some really super advanced training for this event, and we'll also dive into your individual business as well, and personally help you to really expand the profit wedge in your business. Now again, this is only for people who buy on the webinar today, because to offer the level of service we're planning for this event, we really have to limit it. So to recap one more time, here's what you're going to get. You're going to get unlimited access to Ultimate Facebook Secrets with over 5 hours of step-by-step video instructions. You're going to get our Facebook Messenger bot secrets, our fast start guide, our Facebook ads swipe file, our free high-quality sales-producing video ad produced for you by our in-house video production team, and also free admission to the Ninja Facebook Ads Mastermind event in Las Vegas at the Wynn Hotel. And you can get started today with a one-time investment of only $697, or you can split that up into 4 easy installments of just $199 per month. Hope you guys enjoyed the webinar today. You know, I'm very passionate about this program because, as I mentioned before, it definitely has changed my life. I'm giving you all the secrets here to do exactly the same thing. I know there's others out there selling books and tips on Facebook, but folks, nobody can point to single ads with 600,000 plus likes and single video ads with 12 million views on it. We didn't just hit 3.7 million Facebook fans in 3 years by accident. What I'm showing you here is not being taught anywhere else, and you owe it to yourself to get in now and start having the same success for yourself. So just click the button on your screen or go to digitalexperts.com/secrets to get started, and we look forward to helping you take your business to the next level.